Welcome to Petsadena. Let's talk about your kitten's first wellness visit. First of all, congratulations. Raising a kitten can be exciting. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. We're going to cover the most important topics to consider during your kitten's first visit. Something unique to cats that we will definitely cover is testing them for deadly viruses, feline leukemia, and feline immunodeficiency virus, otherwise known as FIV, similar to HIV in people. It is important that we test your kitten for that because those are viruses that can affect their immune system and even their lifespan. They can be transmitted through mom in the uterus, or if your kitten was rescued, they can potentially be transmitted from another cat. Along with testing for those viruses, we want to protect your kitten against certain viruses that could infect them and that could be problematic for them in the future. There are 3 core vaccinations that we recommend for your kitten, regardless of whether they're going to be indoor-only kitties or have access to the outdoors. Those include the FRCP vaccine, which is a feline upper respiratory virus vaccine, the feline leukemia vaccine, and the rabies vaccination. The first vaccination we discuss is the FRCP vaccine, which is basically the feline upper respiratory virus vaccination that protects them against different upper respiratory viruses they can be exposed to that can then lead to respiratory infections and even pneumonia. The feline leukemia vaccine is important because it protects your kitten against the virus that can be transmitted through other cats. Now, you might be wondering, if my cat's going to be indoors only, why would they need this vaccine? Kittens are the most susceptible to feline leukemia, and as much as we try, kittens are curious and like to try to explore. Sometimes they can get out unexpectedly and potentially be exposed. The recommendations are in line with the American Association for Feline Practitioners. The rabies vaccine is also important to give to your kitten because there are ways that cats can be exposed to animals that have rabies, and we want to make sure that they're protected and for public health reasons as well. Although most of you will keep your cats indoors only for the rest of their life, if you are choosing to potentially keep your cat outdoors, it is important to make sure that they're fully vaccinated before you start exposing your cat to the outdoor world. As cute as little kittens can be, they do come with parasites a lot of times. That's why it's important that we make sure that your kitten receives proper anti-parasite treatment or deworming at an appropriate schedule depending on what they've received before you got them. It is equally important to check your kitten's stool for intestinal parasites that may not be covered by the common anti-parasite treatments or dewormers. A quality diet is important for your kitten's growth, and it's important also to make sure that they're on a kitten formula. You have a few options as far as what you can feed them, canned and dry food. You want to make sure that when they're little, when they're usually under 4 or 6 months of age, that you're feeding them more frequently because they will have higher energy requirements at that time. Potty training is one of the easiest parts about raising a kitten. Kittens innately will be drawn to the litter box as they get a little bit older. Make sure they have access to it and it's in a private place so that they aren't easily startled and there's not any sense of fear when they're going to the litter box. It is important for your kitten to start flea prevention as soon as they're old enough to be on the preventative, typically 8 weeks of age or older. Even if your cat is an indoor-only cat, it's important to keep your cat on regular flea prevention because we can bring fleas into the household that can then get on your cat. Spaying and neutering a kitten is pretty standard. We'll usually do it about 5 to 6 months of age. Details about the procedure and preparing for the procedure are usually discussed at your visit prior to the procedure. If you own a purebred kitten, then we'll discuss breed-specific conditions that we would recommend to watch for or test for. Overall, your kitten's first visit is all about making sure that they live a long, healthy, happy life with you. We're so happy you chose Petsadena. Thank you.